Okay. Now that I have, let's see, I gotta get my angle. Okay, now that I have most of the curls done, and when I started on the other side, so here's the first side I did. When I started, I just keep going around the back and keep going around to the front. When I get somewhere in the middle here, I go ahead and I start curling away from my face. I make the curl go still toward the back. So this side curls in toward the back. This side, I turn it around and start going this side curled in toward the back so that both go like that. Anyway, kind of an 80s thing, but oh well. Sometimes you get these little strands of about 5 hairs. And when that happens, I just go ahead and, like, if I had just a quick little, like, strand here, I'd just flop it out. Just nothing has to be perfect. Other than I like my ends to be curled. I don't like them to be straight, like is now the thing that people have done for a few years, where they just leave them super raggedy. I don't really like that raggedy look. Okay, that happens. And at the end, I start just holding on to it and letting it twist. So you're twisting around the wand, but when I talk about twisting the actual hair, I like it all flat other than this last little bit. Sometimes I have to hold it and let it twist as I go around. You'll see when you try it. Because the ends, to try to get them to stick together and not make the whole thing unwind, can be a challenge. Okay, so the last couple here. Oh, and it turns out why I'm having to make a part 2 is I do not know how to stop and start the video to not have to play the whole 15 minutes worth of hair curling. And this is really fast. I mean, you can see how quickly I curl and then release, so it only takes a few minutes. I don't mind doing it. And I'm super lazy, so that's saying something. Okay, and I did put root lift and blow dried my hair upside down with lifting the roots so that I would get some lift at the end of all this. I'll leave this one on a little longer since it's right here by my face. Okay. So, like I said, I give it a quick spray just to kind of hold it together while I'm working with everything. See all those fun curls. Okay. Now, the thing that I do that really helps all this stay together for a week is I next use hair clay. This one is Style Sexy Hair, made by, oh, what's that brand? Something Sexy Hair. Anyway, Big Sexy Hair. This is called Control Maniac. It is hard for me to find good hair paste anymore because I've got so many different kinds. So I just want something that is going to give it some texture, kind of stick togetherness, and take away the flyaways. So I don't put very much. I don't know if you saw that amount that I had on my finger, but I don't put a whole lot. And then rub it around, and then I just lift up the curls and kind of smush them together. Especially the ends. And I'll get that same amount probably. And do the other side. About that much. Because I want to make sure I get all the back. Get the other side. And I'm not trying to like separate anything yet. I'm keeping everything together. I'm holding it all together and trying to push the curls up to hold their curl. Okay, the underside and the back. All right, then next thing I do Do I want to do the dry texture spray? Okay, so I used dry texture spray. It also kind of helps things hold together. I think, if I'm thinking right, I do that after this part. So, to break up the curls, I literally just start flipping it. And reaching up and just... And that's still with the stuff on my hands. What little of it there was left. Okay. Then, when it gets to this point, you kind of have to start running your fingers through it a little bit to break it up. And then I start piecing it out. Peace out. Just kind of trying to break up the curls a little bit. You don't want it to get frizzy. But unless you like a frizzy look, I don't know. But I just start breaking up the curls. It almost looks like I need a little bit more of that paste there because it's wanting to get frizzy on me. I don't know if this is the best curling job I ever did on my hair. But, of course, because when you're making a video, you're thinking of a bunch of things. But I just start trying to break up any of the thicker chunks that I see. And then I'm going to take that, where'd it go? This is Umberto, the dry texture spray. And I just give it a good spray. And once again, that's for holding it together, helping it not to be frizzy. Trying to get it to stay piecey instead of glommed all together. Okay, work on this other side for a minute. Ooh, all these ones underneath I curled pretty tight. Definitely don't have to do that. The under ones are just more to provide body for the outside ones. And yes, some people don't curl every single strand of hair, and that's fine. I do it because it really makes you look like you have a ton more hair. So that one definitely needs to be broken up. Okay. Just try to break it up a bit so it's not so, I don't know, Nellie Olson ringlets, you know. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more of this, and I'll tell you what, on this dry texture spray, a little goes a long way. All right. Then I like my hair flipped over to one side. And so throughout the day, I'll flip it to one side. If I feel like that side is getting flat, I'll flip it to the other. Okay, let me sit back down. And then hairspray. I use a firmer style hairspray toward the end. Not a freeze for sure, but to get things to stay, to like set up the way I want. So like this body up here, kind of want it to try to stay that way. And of course it gives it some shine, helps it not to frizz. Well, not the best curling job I've ever done, but that was the technique, and you'll get it the way you like it. And sometimes it turns out better than others. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around. How do you turn it around? I can't see how to turn it around once you've got it going this way. Let's see. Oh, I see where to pause it and restart it now. Oh, anyway, that is it. And most people flip their hair to the front nowadays so that it also looks like you have more hair. So that's what it looks like doing that. I should I have very short arms. So this is what it is, as far away as I can get it. That is the end result. And then when I want to flip it that way, that is what I get. And every once in a while you have to break these curls up again, but for the most part they stay broken up once you get them broken up. All right, there you go, Joy Bill. And I hope you have fun trying it out on your own hair. Okay, bye.